What's goody? Welcome to the E&J Reacts, baby. Right now we're about to watch a video by gingerpale. It's called Measuring Makes Me Mad. Measuring also makes me mad, brother. Like, it's crazy. Anyway, I don't know what the video is about, but if you know if there's an animation on YouTube, I will react to it. I will give you what I think about the animation. I'll read it completely, and then, we'll talk about it at the end. So let's get right to the video. You already know the vibes, baby.
Huh. Is this really necessary?
I know I'm early, but I like the color scheme a lot. Like, cause most animation YouTubers aren't that big on using colors, but my man's went hard on the color scheme. The drawings, 7 out of 10, but the color scheme, pretty fire.
The only way for reform.
Really? It just, I don't know, it seems a bit aggressive.
See?
Like, it's fire.
Okay, well, alright then, I'm ready.
Oh, wow. Oh.
So this is gonna be like the new foot measurement, right? The new metric foot? Out with the old, in with the new?
No.
Excuse me?
No. We will make new measurements based on science. No authorities can change.
Interesting. I'm starting. Hey, man, I'm new here. I'm just giving it my full reaction.
Dilly-dilly-dally. No more abstract. Only science. The
Okay.
people need structure.
Why did we chop my foot off then?
I am L'arthur.
Oh,
And I like defeat. Au revoir.
Oh, so okay. Hey, man. I guess we talk about measurement style. I mean, okay. Got it.
I hate the French.
Yeah.
And that's my rendition of what went down at the French Revolution. I'm missing
Got
some
it.
parts, like something about cake, the Bastille thing, and mass slaughter that left blood running down the streets, and why it even happened in the first place. But it gets the point I need. They wanted reform, which included change for the Imperial measurement system, thus the birth of the scientifically based metric
The
system.
metric system.
Gingerpale, why should I give even one single hoot about that? I don't know why you're saying this stuff to me.
Listen, you little shit, and I'll tell you. Today, there are only 3 countries that still use the Imperial system. Myanmar/Burma, Liberia, and the United States of America. And the whole rest of the...
You know what's crazy? That is very accurate. So I'm from the United States, and I don't know why we still use the empirical system. Like, hey, man, it is what it is, but it's like, you heard those other 2 countries. There's only 3 of us in the entire world. They use this one system. Everyone else uses, the metric system.
The world
It's
uses
so
metric.
stupid. Yeah.
So I thought I should inform you guys of some imperative information on the Imperials. I'm gonna tell you some stuff. That
Alright, go
way we
ahead.
can get everyone on the same page and using one really good, awesome, cool system. Good system. Metric.
Okay, but why is that important?
Oh, wow.
At this point, maybe you're thinking, this is
It's actually a very good question, though. Why is it important? Yo, don't hit me, but why is it important?
stupid. Well, can't they just coincide peacefully? We could have metric and imperial. And I say, no, that's stupid, because here's some incidents caused by mixing 2 measurement systems instead of using just one. The Mars Climate Orbiter. It's a space probe rocket thing that's supposed to go orbit Mars. NASA used metric and the shipbuilders used imperial. A few little mistakes in conversion and we're probably fine, right? It's not rocket science. Just kidding, it's fucking rocket science. Instead of orbiting Mars, it either burned up in the atmosphere or it's currently orbiting the sun.
True.
NASA lost $125 million, and the Mars rover lost a potential friend, and he still sings happy birthday to himself every year on August 5th.
Aww.
Then there was also the Gimli Glider. It's an Air Canada commercial flight going from Montreal to Edmonton. That's where I live. It had to make an emergency landing in Gimli, Manitoba.
So you're not from the United States? So then why do you even care about the empirical system out of curiosity, my brother? Interesting.
Because it didn't have enough fuel. Why?
Okay.
Well, the fuel gauge was broken. They had to do a little manual calculation for fuel, but the guy who figured out how much fuel was supposed to be currently on board used pounds per liter when he was supposed to use kilograms per liter.
Oh,
So
wow.
they thought it had more fuel than it actually did. They didn't put enough fuel in, and I'm sure that freaked a bunch of people out. And then we got the Vasa warship. It's a big boat. It's a really big boat. Something about different workers made different parts. And they use
Okay.
different measurement systems, and then the boat sinks on its maiden voyage barely a kilometer out to sea, and 30 to 150
And this is why we all need to just use the dang metric system. Like, forget the empirical system.
people die. So why do I think this is important? I just think we as people like to save money, not be scared we're gonna die, or actually die due to some measurement mix-ups. So what's
Yeah.
up with each system? What are they all about? Each system has its own way of measuring length, which is distance, mass, which is weight, kind of, and volume, which is the amount of 3D space inside a container. Metric uses meters, grams, and liters respectively, then adds prefixes to denote their size, which are all multiples or divisions of 10, while Imperial uses inches, feet, yards, miles, pint, quart, gallon, ounces, pound, tons, hands, toes, teeth, jar of pee, my cat, monkey, and this is my dad. They use a lot of different units, and it's a lot
Got
to
it.
memorize. I
Got
got
it.
this tiny, smooth little brain. If I stuff anything else in there, I'm gonna forget something important. So I'm gonna
That is
recite my
me
social
too.
insurance number now. 137.
Whoa,
Don't
whoa,
do that.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Who are you? A lawyer or common sense or something. Oh. 137. Anyways, next we're gonna talk about base 10. 10 like fingers. See?
Okay. Wow.
10 fingers.
Got
the way
it.
we count is called base 10, probably because most of us have 10 fingers. You count up to 9, then you add 1 unit to the next column to the left. Easy peasy, you all know this stuff. If you
Of
don't,
course.
well that's embarrassing. You should feel embarrassed. Anyways, main point, we count in tens. Now wouldn't it make
course.
sense that we use the same number system in our measurements? Well guess what? Metric be in tens. It's easier to learn, easy to convert between units, and less random units to memorize. Metric is just like I have a meter. I need smaller units to measure something. I can multiply by 10. Now I got 10 decimeters. Decimeters
That's
still too big.
true.
Take one of those, multiply it by 10. Now I got 10 centimeters. That's
That's
too
true.
big. Up and down sizes, you just multiply or divide by 10 to get a unit that suits your needs. It's
It
even
makes a
easier
lot of
because
sense.
the names are in the prefixes. Deci means tenth, centi means hundredth, and so on. And it goes the other way too. You can make them bigger. But Imperial
makes a lot of
is
sense.
weird. See, there's
Yeah.
12 inches in a foot, and then there's 3 feet in a yard. And then the average American person that I ask how many yards are in a mile does not know the answer, but it's 1,760. Does that make sense? No, but it keeps going. There's 12 fluid ounces in a cup. There's 2 cups in a pint, 2 pints in a quart, 4 quarts in a gallon. There's 16 ounces in a pound, 14 pounds in a stone, 8 stone in a hundredweight. But there's also long hundredweights. But there's 20 short hundredweights.
Bro, the crazy thing is I'm from the United States and I ain't know any of this, bro. I just Google whatever I need to know this stuff, bro. I just Google it all. Only thing I do is like the deci, centi, like I know the metric system behind my head because I learned it in school, but like
And a ton.
Bruh,
Point is,
empirical.
you just have no consistent difference between units. It's a bunch of numbers you just gotta remember.
yeah,
Remember.
it's so stupid.
Remember. 137. You bad boy. You know, next time you're gonna get a big smack. I might even give you it right now. Mwah.
One thing I'll say is he's funny. He's like low key funny. This is like he's like educational funny. I feel like I'm watching Bill Nye the Science Guy, but with animations. Like it's low key funny. It's not ha ha funny, but it's low key funny. You know what I'm saying? Give him.
Didn't expect
alright.
that. But where did all these weird measurements come from? Imperial has all these weird units based on random abstract objects. An inch is 3 barley corns lengthwise. A foot is apparently the length of the average man's foot, but like I'm an average sized person and my foot sure as hell isn't 12 inches, and I'm pretty
That's
sure
true.
people used to be shorter in the past. So I don't know how they got that. And a yard is apparently the length around a guy's belt or girdle, but like, you can see where that can go wrong, right?
Yeah.
Metric also took an abstract measurement, but then we based everything off of that one. Like, for example, the meter was originally defined as 1/10,000,000th of the distance from the North Pole to the equator through Paris. Simple
What?
enough, but then we backed it up by science to make sure it never changes by tying it to the speed of light. So now it's as simple as the length a beam of light travels in 1/299,792,458th of a second. It's easy.
Jesus
Simple. Get it through your
Christ.
head. Now look, it's not that I hate the convoluted
Oh,
and
definitely remember
flawed
that.
ways of the Imperial system, or that the name Imperial comes from an outdated time of empires and a single supreme authority. It's just that, okay, it's kind of those things too. But more importantly, I just want us all to use the same system. And I just told you why metric would be better, but in case you need a refresher, I think this analogy sums up my argument pretty well. If somebody asks, how tall are you? In Imperial, it'd be like, okay, so I got this monkey. His name is Doug. And I'm at least 1 Doug tall, but I'm probably not 2 Dougs tall. So I have this rat. His name is Chubbs. If we stack 3 of them on duck, we're getting pretty close, but still a little short. So I have worms. Next, we're going to use ants. They don't get names. I hate ants. We'll stack some of him on the rats, and boom, my height is 1 Doug, 3 chubs, and 4 ant. But in metric,
honestly, that makes a lot of sense.
it's just like, I have a monkey named Doug. We will use him as a base measurement for all units. If we need larger, we will use multiple Dougs. If we need smaller, we will take this knife and cut him up into equal portions divisible by 10. I am 126 centi-Dougs. You see, it's easy. And if you're still not convinced, I give up. I just wanted to get this out there because I saw a recipe in a book once called for an onion-sized slab of butter and like a dib-dab of salt. And I'm like, what the hell is this? It's ridiculous, you know? Imperial measurements are just like any old thing you decide to use as a reference point. Like having a pea-sized brain so that you can understand this stupid system. Anyways, I did a lot of research for this topic, then I used about 5% of it for this video, so here's some fun facts. The system we use for time, angles, and geographical coordinates predates both imperial and metric. It's from one of the oldest civilizations from 5,000 years ago called Sumer. It's a sexagenary or...
Honestly, yeah, I feel like I'm watching Bill Nye the Science Guy for animations. Like, I'm learning a lot right now, dude, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much, but... Jesus, I thought I was just going to be entertained. But, I mean, hey, that's why I'm new here. I'm learning if this is what a channel's about. It's an interesting concept.
Base 60 system.
At least someone's learning something.
Wow.
A micromort is the 1 in a million probability of death. Your micromort will raise by 1 if you drive 300 kilometers by car, go outside in a thunderstorm with a metal pole, or you do crack. That one probably raises it by a bit more than 1.
Whoa.
Neat.
When the French made the kilogram, it was originally called a grave.
Oh, wow.
Whew, that one took a while. I'm sorry about that.
Hey, it's
Thanks,
okay.
Guys, so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I just want to say thanks to Antoine Delac for...
Hey, okay, so now for my final ratings. Drum roll, please! Alright, so overall animation, I give it like 8. So comedy, he's funny. Give him like a 8 as well. Color scheme in the animations, I gotta give it a high 9, 10, dude. Because the color scheme is phenomenal. But the drawings are very basic. I'm sorry, brother, but the drawings are very basic. I give it like a 7, dude. I'm just being honest. So overall, man, let's just rank everything to an 8. Just be nice. I mean, there's other ratings in there as well, but I don't want to keep going. This video will be way longer than it needs to be. But thank you so much for tuning in. Or rating animations with Easy. As always, man, we're going to keep, just finding other animations. We just keep rating and just keep... Comedic value could have been, it was more, informative than anything else. I feel like the comedic value was there, but it also seemed, kind of bland. I'm going to be honest here. I feel like the way his delivery is like, hey, the thing about let's say for comedy, it's about the delivery. The delivery was kind of short. It wasn't really there. So if he works on the delivery... I feel like his content will be a lot better. But anyway, as your humble and gracious host, your animation ranker, and I'm signing off, baby. Peace.